Good morning, dear students. Today we are with the chapter part number 3, sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Flowering plants. In previous class, we have studied about the parts of flower. What content is there? Parts of flower. And second, male reproductive structure of flower. Third, female reproductive structure. Reproductive structure of flower. And later on, the term is pollination, types of pollination, agents of pollination, self-incompatibility, outbreeding devices. So today we have studied about the term of megasporogenesis. Really, the term is related with female gamete development. Female gamete development related term is there, and microsporogenesis is related with the male gamete development. First term will be there, a cell which is known as the MMC, megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell which is diploid. To end stage, diploid nature will be there. After then, that cell is undergoes the meiosis or the reduction division, and one cell to it have formed the 4 daughter cells. All these 4 daughter cells are arranged in linear form. Just arrange in that form, that is the linear arrangement. What type of arrangement? Linear arrangement of that part. And all these structures are known as the megaspore. What term is there? Megaspore term is there. And all these megaspore are the haploid. All these megaspores are the haploid. ये सारे के सारे megaspore haploid है. All these megaspores are the haploid. And which is the linear arrangement? There is that megaspore are the tetrad. The total number of megaspore are the 4. But by the chance, 3 megaspores are degenerated. इन 4 में से 3 degenerate हो जाएंगे megaspore. By the dividing of degeneration of that part, only 1 megaspore can be active form. Remaining are just provide the nourishment of that part. Active megaspore. And megaspore is the mother cell for the female gametophyte. Megaspore is the mother cell for the female gametophyte. So, in the megasporogenesis process, in female gametophyte development stage, megaspore mother cell by the meiosis division divide into the 4 daughter cells. All these daughter cells are known as the megaspore. All these 4 cells are known as the megaspore. And which are the haploid? Their number is the 4, that's why tetrad. But out of 4, and their arrangement is the linear arrangement. What type of arrangement? Linear arrangement will be there. Only they are arranged in the linear form. They are just arranged in linear form. By the arrangement of that linear form, what will be happen? Here is a simple aspect will be there. The megaspores are just degenerated out of 4. 3 are degenerated and 1 is the active form. And that whole process is known as the megasporogenesis. Now this time Compare between the microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis. Microsporogenesis in female reproductive part of gamete development stage will be there, but the megasporogenesis is the female gametophyte development, micro for male or mega for female. There is a 4 daughter cell are the active in microsporogenesis. In megasporogenesis only 1 cell is very active. And they have formed the female gametophyte that is responsible for the development of male gametophyte, means the pollen grain structure will be there. Now this time another question will be there. In case of that question, what that thing is there? According to that part, there is the simple aspect, the development of embryo sac as well as female gametophyte. First of all, here is the by the megasporogenesis, one cell will be active form, and that is known as the active megaspore. And active megaspore is the mother cell for female gametophyte or the embryo sac. एम्ब्रियो सैक के लिए ये मदर सेल है एक्टिव, और here is the all the divisions are the mitotic division. सारे mitotic division होंगे, but that is the end stage. ध्यान रखें, haploid form is there. Haploid. First mitotic division, or that cell increase their size and nuclear karyokinesis is there. 2 nuclei will be formed, and each nuclei is just arranged in 2 different poles. Later on, second part, again mitotic second division. That is the first mitotic first division, mitotic second division. For each pole, now this time 2 nuclei will be there. Later on, third mitotic division. Third, and here is the each pole contain the 4 nuclei, and each nuclei contain the cytoplasm. Total number of the 4 cells will be there for each pole. Each pole contain the 4 cell. Now this time that structure, 1 cell from each pole come in the center part. I mean, again that structure will be changed in the case in that form, just in that form. 3 cells at that pole, 3 cells at another poles, 1 cell at the middle form, but nuclei is 2. I mean, totally that structure is 7 celled, 8 nucleate, and that is known as the polygonum type embryo sac. In case of that part, just totally 3 mitotic division, totally 3 mitotic division होंगे यहाँ पर. So again check it. Active megaspore cell, mother cell, active megaspore cell haploid form होगी. फर्स्ट माइटोटिक डिवीजन होगा, 2 न्यूक्लियाई बनेंगे, ऑपोजिट पोल पे चले जाएंगे, दोनों ऑपोजिट पोल पे आ गए. थर्ड सेकंड माइटोटिक डिवीजन होगा, दोनों सेल ऑपोजिट पोल पे चली जाएगी और द न्यूक्लियस फॉर्म. अगेन थर्ड माइटोटिक डिवीजन होगा, हर पोल पे 4 डॉटर सेल हो जाएगी, but these 4 cells are not provided by the continuous form. Then what will be happen? Here is the simple aspect will be there. Each cell from each pole, one cell is combined in center part. Their cytoplasm is fused, but nuclei is not fused. It means whole that structure contain the totally 7 cells, 3 or 3 6 or 1 7 cell, 8 nuclei, 3 and 3 6 and 2 8 nuclei, and that type of structure is known as the polygonal type of embryo sac as well as female gametophyte. I mean, here the simple aspect will be there. Development of embryo sac as well as female gametophyte. 3 mitotic division start with active megaspore. First, there is the 2 nuclei, opposite pole. Each pole is just contain the second mitotic division. Again, each pole contain the third mitotic division, and later on 4 cell for each pole, 1 cell from each pole, and together form with the center. Cytoplasm is fused, but nuclei is not fused, and totally 7 cell 8 nucleate structure, which is known as the polygonum. Now it's time. We have come on the just another part. That part or the path is known as the another case, just structure of female gametophyte as well as embryo sac. Female gametophyte as well as embryo sac. Structure of female gametophyte or embryo sac. So what happened? First of all, very simple aspect. A embryo sac, just that type of structure. That structure contains the 7 cell 8 nuclei structures. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. And 1 cells. First of all, those cells which are arranged towards the micropyle, suppose that is the micropyle end. In previous chapter we have studied micropyle. These 3 cells in combined form, that is known as the egg apparatus. But all cells are the haploid form. In case of the middle cell, that is known as the egg cell. And egg cell is the female gamete. And lateral 2 cells are the synergid cell. That is also haploid. These are the 3 cells. Egg cell is female gametophyte. Synergid cells have formed the filiform apparatus. Provide the path for the pollen tube. Filiform apparatus of the synergid cells. Middle part, that is known as the polar nuclei. Polar nuclei as well as secondary nuclear cell. Two end stage. And third case, which have the 3 cells that are just towards the part of challenger region. Challenger. किस तरफ होगी? Challenger की तरफ. These are known as the antipodal cell. Antipodal cell. Antipodal. So totally 3 types of cell is there. First, egg apparatus. There is the 3 cell. Polar nuclei. 1 cell. and antipodal cell, that is the 3 cell. Totally 7 cell structure is there, 8 nucleate. That is the structure of female gametophyte as well as embryo sac. Now this time, that is the female gametophyte structure and their development is over, and male part is also over, and parts of flower is also over. Now this time, the another term is there, that is the pollination. Before the pollination, just check it. A embryo sac or the female gametophyte contain the total 7 cells. Those 3 cells which are arranged towards the micropyle, that is known as the egg apparatus. मिडल सेल दैट इज द एग सेल, दैट इज द फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट के रूप में फंक्शनिंग करेगी, वर्किंग करेगी. लेटरल दोनों सेल होगी, सिनर्गिड सेल होगी, फिलीफॉर्म एपरेटस बनाएगी. मिडल सेल को पोलर न्यूक्लियर सेल बोलते हैं, सेकेंडरी न्यूक्लियर सेल भी कहते हैं, डिप्लॉयड फॉर्म होगी. और ऑपोजिट यानी चैलेंजर रीजन की ओर जो सेल होगी उनको एंटीपोडल सेल बोलेंगे. ध्यान दें ये सारी सेल भी हैप्लॉइड ही होगी. ओके, नाउ दिस टाइम द अनदर टर्म इज देयर, दैट इज द pollination. The term of pollination. Pollination. Pollination means what? एक जस्ट हम लोग एक सिंपल स्ट्रक्चर की बात करेंगे. ये हमारे पास में फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर और ये हमारे पास में मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव स्ट्रक्चर. That is the anther. When the anther is matured, that how this decaying part is there. Releasing of pollen grains. Pollen grains. These pollen grains by any medium transfer to the stigma. कहाँ ट्रांसफर हो जाएंगे? स्टिग्मा. और ये इसकी स्टाइल है, अपनी भी स्टाइल है, और ये इसकी ओवेरी है. Okay, transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. Anther to stigma. Con pollen grains. Pollen grains are transfer anther to stigma. That process is known as the pollination. सपोज करें ये एक मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट का एंथर है. एंथर डिकेशन हुआ, टूट गया, पोलन ग्रेन रिलीज हुए. यहाँ से पोलन ग्रेन रिलीज होकर के बाय द वे एनी मीडियम इज देयर, विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट मीडियम दैट आर ट्रांसफर टू द स्टिग्मा. ये यहाँ से स्टिग्मा के ऊपर ट्रांसफर हो गए. इस प्रोसेस को ही हम बोलते हैं पॉलिनेशन बोलते हैं. ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोलन ग्रेन एंथर टू स्टिग्मा. Now this time the pollination are the 3 types. Very simple aspect is there. Totally types of pollination. Pollination is generally 3 types. First, autogamy, जीटिनोगेमी और जीनोगेमी. वापस रिवाइज कर रहा हूं. टाइप्स ऑफ पॉलिनेशन. देयर इज द पॉलिनेशन इज टोटली 3 टाइप्स. autogamy, जीटिनोगेमी, जीनोगेमी. auto means same flower. जीटिनोगेमी different flower but same plant. Genogamy, 2 different plants. That is the genogamy. Auto and gitogamy, these are the just self pollination. and that is the cross pollination. Just go through that part. Pollination means the transfer of pollen from anther to stigma. Anther to stigma. That is the pollination. Types of pollination, there are the three types: autogamy, heterogamy, genogamy. Auto means same flower, within flower कहते हो, एक ही फ्लावर में बाइसेक्सुअल फ्लावर है, मेल पार्ट भी है, फीमेल पार्ट भी, वहां से अगर पॉलिनेशन हो रहा है, इट मीन्स ऑटोगैमी है, सेम फ्लावर है, और दैट इज अ सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन आल्सो. जिटेनोगैमी, एक ही प्लांट है, जैसे ये देख लो, एक ब्रांच ये, एक ही ब्रांच, बट प्लांट एक ही, इसका पोलन ग्रेन यहां पर पहुंचा है, तो ये आपके पास में जिटेनोगैमी, डिफरेंट फ्लावर बट सेम प्लांट. जीनोगैमी, टू डिफरेंट प्लांट्स, different flowers but same species, that is the cross pollination. Now this time one thing is there: self pollination and cross pollination. Generally self pollination, why the self pollination is there, adaptation for the self pollination, the question will be there. Then your answer: when the pollen grains, a flower which is the bisexual and a flower that is the clistogamous. Clisto means a flower which will be closed, not the open. कभी लाइफ में ओपन होगा ही नहीं. बाइसेक्सुअल मेल और फीमेल दोनों एक में, और फ्लावर क्लोज रहता है. तो सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन के एडेप्टेशन में नंबर 1 रखोगे, फ्लावर बाइसेक्सुअल है. क्लिस्टोगेमस, क्लिस्टो मीन्स फ्लावर क्लोज्ड है, मेल और फीमेल दोनों, लेकिन क्लोज, दूसरे को मौका ही नहीं दे रहे, ऑप्शन ही नहीं दे रहे. Third, same maturity time. Same maturity time. Anther और stigma both times same time में mature हुए. And stigma and anther filament will be similar length also. These are the regions for the adaptation of self pollination. Again, the cross pollination will be there. Flower unisexual, या तो मेल होगा स्टमिनेट, फीमेल होगा पिस्टिलेट. Number 2, another term will be there, that is a chemogamous, a flower which will be open. And third case, different maturity time. Fourth, self incompatibility. सेल्फ इनकम्पेटिबिलिटी, खुद के पोलन ग्रेन से फर्टिलाइज या पोलिनेट नहीं होना. फोर्थ, हार्कोगिनी, मेल एंड फीमेल बोथ द gametes are there, pollen grain is there, stigma is there, some maturity, but the physical barrier will be there, genetical problem is there, इसलिए खुद के साथ pollinate नहीं हो पाता. That is the adaptation for the cross pollination. Now this time the agents for the pollination. Two major factors are there: biotic and abiotic. Biotic agent or abiotic agents. बायोटिक में स्पेशली आप ले लेंगे इंसेक्ट्स, मैक्सिमम प्लांट. अबायोटिक में 2 मेजर कंटेंट है, वन इज द वाटर एंड सेकेंड इज द विंड, जो आपकी बुक में दे रखे हैं. इंसेक्ट पॉलिनेशन मैक्सिमम प्लांट में होगा, बट एडेप्टेशन फॉर द इंसेक्ट पॉलिनेशन. नेक्टर विल बी देयर, large number of pollen grains, light in weight pollen grains, wing like structure is there, mucilaginous pollen grains, that's why that can be sticked on the particular insect wings or the legs. Water pollination, mucilaginous pollen grain, large number of pollen grains are floating, style have the just coil like structure, floating, stigmas float on water surface, or mucin layer have protect the pollen grain for destroying part. But water lily and water hyacinth, both the aquatic plant, but the pollination can be completed by the insect or the wind. And sea grasses, Zostera, they are the aquatic plant, but the pollination can be completed by the water. Wind pollination, the practical part also there. The pollen grains can be transferred by the wind, pollen grains transferred by the water, pollen grain transferred with insects. Wind pollination में light in weight of pollen grains, without mucilaginous sticky nature, large number of pollen, light in weight, sometimes the wing-like structure that can be float in air. All these are the adaptation. For example, all the grasses, the pollination can be completed by the winds. And another thing, sometimes what will be happen? The male and female, both the structure will be there, but the pollination cannot be completed. Why? Then sometimes the male and female gametes are not the mature at the same time. Unisexual flower, self-incompatibility, and they are not reproductive with cell part. All these are the outbreeding devices. So that is the pollination, types of pollination, agents of pollination, biotic agents, abiotic agents, insect for pollination की adaptation, water pollination की agent and adaptation, wind pollination की adaptation. All these things are related with the pollination. Outbreeding devices, male and female gametes are not the mature at the same time, self-incompatibility, and one more thing, that particular part, that is the unisexual flower, different maturity time, physical barrier will be there. All these things which will be related with the outbreeding devices. So thanks a lot. We will meet on tomorrow. So you have to do one thing, complete all these notes in your notebook and later on just send to me. I will check. Okay? Thanks a lot.